I don't think you guys understand the tension between me and my highest self. The difference between me and my highest self is that my highest self takes actions, and me, on the other hand, I don't take action towards my dream. I just daydream it. I have decided to take a step towards my dream life, but there are some questions and statements that are nudging me from the back of my mind and pulling my leg back. And I need to face these questions head on. I am always a person who decides to face the situations head on. That means I have to face these questions and vocalize myself out through it to convince myself to take a step towards my dream. Basically, it's just a video of me vocalizing against the doubts and questions that are meant to bound me or keep me down. That's it. The questions are, firstly, I feel that I'm not my highest self mentally, emotionally, physically, and this is stopping me from taking a step towards my dream in a full fledged way. But I feel like, what if this journey that I'm avoiding the most, what if it takes me towards my highest self? What if that happens? And many a times we avoid the very thing that will take us towards our highest self. In my opinion, what if this journey that I've procrastinated so long on taking will take me towards my highest self? And in many cases, the journey that we avoid the most is the one that will take us towards our highest self or our dream. What if I start this, I make this happen? The thing that is in my mind, that what if I don't make it? But what if I made it? In that perspective, or let's say we don't make it or something like that, there's no way that is going to happen, but still, what let's just say that, what if by chance I don't make it, I will still not have the regret, because I know I have taken all the steps required. I know I have put myself out there, so when I look back at time, I think I won't have any regret, and that will be the best thing about taking this journey. And by the end of it, if it doesn't matter if I'm going to make it or not make it, but I have taken the step. Now, this third thing is, what if I say something stupid or controversial? I open this platform to put out my dream, but what if in the process I say something stupid or controversial? Well, everyone says stupid things, everyone says controversial things, you will just have a record of it. That's it. But if it is something that causes trouble, I think I will sit through it, I will understand it, and that will help me to learn something if I'm wrong. And if I'm right, I'm ready to put a fight. Number five, I feel like my art is mediocre. That is so stupid of me to think that way, because every art is for somebody or something. There is no such thing as mediocre level. Every art caters to a certain set of people. And what if I'm judged? What if I put my art out there and myself out there into the world and I'm judged? Well, do you think I'm not judged now? It'll just be a difference of numbers. Everybody is judged. Who is not judged? And by that way, I think I'm too strong to break for judgments made on me. But I feel like it is okay for everybody to have a certain set of idea about me, but in the end of the day, I'm not what they think. And by thinking in a way, and by putting my art outside, I am liberating myself out of the cage that I've put of what people would think of me. Point number seven, my editing is not that perfect. I have just started a YouTube video and I've just started to make content, and it is going to look amateur. And this is not something to be worried about. It is not something to be worried about, because it is supposed to look amateur, because this is the first step that I'm taking. It is supposed to look that way. If I don't even allow myself to take the first step, then how am I going to reach to the step number 100 or like whatever? Point number 8, what if someone says something mean about me? What if I put my art out there and somebody says something mean about me? Because we live in a generation where people do not mind of other people, and they just anybody could come over here and say something stupid and abusive and just go off. That is the current reality over here. By not letting myself out there on this journey, I will keep myself in a shell. I will be protected, but I will be in a shell. A life in shell is protective but not progressive. I want a progressive life. That's it. Now, what if I don't like it? I take up this journey of making poetry videos and stuff like that. And what if I don't like it? Well, there's no compulsion. There is no compulsion. Just hold on for a little time. If you don't like it, you never put it. It's okay. Nobody's forced to do so. You can put yourself out there, and if you don't enjoy this process, you can withdraw. There's no compulsion on it. I feel like my hands are sinful. Now, this is not something that just came right away, but by this I mean that when I'm taking a step towards my dream, it is very concrete. The dream is like achievable, and then I think like, oh my god, am I worthy of such a big achievement or such a big dream and stuff like that? I've been a sinful person or so and so. On a normal level, we think that who is not sinful, but the point is, if I think in the manner that I have sinned earlier and I am not worthy of my dreams, well, that is exactly what sins are for. They put you in a trap, okay? But I am not my sins. I am someone who have walked past it. If I feel that I have sinned, I have to sit myself through it, feel the shame and the guilt, because only when you have honor you can feel shame and guilt. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to feel shame and guilt. That is why you see a lot of people out there bluntly doing everything wrong and still not realizing it. They are still not realizing it because they do not have honor in them. And when you do have honor, you sit and feel the shame and the guilt, release yourself out of that, and feel worthy of your dreams and take a step towards your dream. Yeah. Point number 11, I feel like I'm not good enough. I feel like there are a lot of people who are more skilled, more talented, and have better editing skills and stuff like that. But what I bring to the table is something new, and somebody else might be not able to connect to 100 people, but to me. Okay, so there is some value and some uniqueness to me which I have to put out, and there is some worthiness to me, and I am good enough in being me and doing what I love. Now, point number 12, I don't like to put my life out. So why am I doing this? Now, this is very important. If you don't know me, I am a shy person. I will go into my shell, and I have been in a shell for a long span of my life. And I don't like to put myself out there. I don't like to put my life out there, but I am not putting my life out there. I'm just putting my art outside. And that is completely fine. I can still put some art. I think this is a great platform for me to put my art outside. There's no compulsion or necessity for me to put my life outside, you know. Point number 13, I am a little socially awkward. If you don't know me, currently, I'm a little socially awkward person. I can be socially awkward and I can also put myself out there. I could be scared and I could still do it. I could be doubting myself and I could still do it. Now, point number 14 is, how would someone from my past view this? If I'm taking on a journey publicly out there to put my art outside, there are going to be people that will be watching me. And what if people from my past watch these videos and think like, oh, she wasn't like that? Well, you're right. I wasn't like this. And that's the thing, that I have grown. And I have grown. And I'm not the same person anymore. And you feel that way, you're absolutely right. This is what I have been working for. A flower that wants to bloom should be okay with how the world will differently view it. Point number 15, I feel like, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to put myself out over here to make a platform for my art and stuff like that. Why am I doing this to me? It is to gain experience, right? At the end of the day, this experience is going to teach me, and it is going to matter a lot to me. And why not? Why not take this journey? Why not go ahead? Why not just once experience it? Why not? Point number 16 is, I have a job that pays me quite well. Why do I have to put my art out? It's silly and useless. This is completely normal to think, but many of y'all like me could have a job that pays you well. Then why do you have to take this journey of putting your art outside, but because I feel so. That's a statement in itself. I sometimes feel like this is very silly of me to make poetries that are not on a great level, but I'm still making it. And this is very silly and useless sometimes, I feel, but it is revolutionary, guys. If you make any kind of art, it is revolutionary, because in the times of AI and a lot of things happening all around the world, there are a lot of means to make you consume. And how revolutionary it is to turn your back away from it, to take decisions for yourself, to create something. How revolutionary it is. It is a revolution. It is the greatest revolution. Art in itself is a revolution. Making art is revolutionary. There's a lot of means that are trying to make you a consumer, but you walking away from that consumer life and creating something, wanting to make something and taking a step towards it, is a revolution. So these were my what if questions. If you had any other questions, you can also comment, so that with me you all can join to navigate through the questions and doubts of the mind that is stopping you to take a step towards your dream life.
Thanks for watching, and if you don't know me, you better know me. I am Bhuwana, and I'm right here painting poetries.